So people say e-bikes are cheating with the climbs and you're not getting your workout and blah blah blah, but you know what, it just makes the climbs way quicker. So for the same effort I'm getting up heaps quicker, or I can conserve and chill and get up in the same, more or less the same amount of time I used to get up on my old bike or on my normal bike. So robots are definitely a thing of the future, and they're killer. These e-bikes are so good to get you around, get out on the trails, especially if you crunch for time, and the performance on the descents is certainly there. About to drop into 4 weeks. Coil feels good. Oh, they've chopped out a lot of the braking bumps, but that's going to be a bit slick at the moment. No matter. They have been busy. It's always trail fairies around Adelaide, always doing little bits of work, making their trails better, and I hugely appreciate it. So if you're out there and you're one of these guys and you're watching, thank you so much, because you're making our home and our town so attractive to people, and just so much fun to be in, so much fun to ride. I will go around that because, oh no, we can send that, no worries. Let's go back and send it. Stable on the landing of the jump, easy to turn in on that next bit. That tree needs a bit of a trim on the left. Feel like I got the fork good. More high-speed compression certainly helped the control factor at the front. Whoa! And situations like that where you're kind of on the edge of a rut, the front just stays a little more stable, and there might be a difference between putting it down. So certainly play with your setup at the front, play with your entire bike setup, and get the thing, get it working for you, not fighting you. Yeah, this is killer. I might have a little too much compression in the back, but I don't think so. I think I can handle it. Uh-oh, won't make that. Oh well. Yes, even though they're heavy, this is 24.4 kilos. I've got it set up well enough that I can bunny hop and throw it around, and here's a good example. I can get over that, no worries. It's just relative. You got to set your suspension up right if you want your bike to be playful, regardless of the weight. So let's tip it into Ewok. Choppy at the front still. I think it's more so just the rhythm spring, or this Marzocchi air spring. So I'm at 4 tokens. I feel like I could almost go 5 and button off the pressure just to get a stronger overall stroke, because it's just not quite as strong as I'd like, but it's a little bit choppy for the amount of support I've got. So generally I'd go the other way, I'd drop a token and go more pressure, but I'm only at like 12 millimeters of sag on a 160 fork, so that's so good. It's so much fun, this thing. Oh, highlight. Woo. Oh, should have taken the inside there. It's been a while since I've dropped this one. So I think, yeah, you could get a more supple fork for sure. The Z1's great, but it's not the greatest spring setup, I don't think. I don't think it's the equivalent to the NA2, the standard Fox 36 spring. Generally I'm on 1 to 2 tokens on the standard Fox spring. So yeah, it's entry level or closer to entry level fork, so can't expect too much. The standard grip damper, which I'm not running here, I'm running an upgraded grip 2, but the OG grip 2, not the new one. And yeah, it's good, but I think I'm just a little bit restricted by the spring there. But anyway, either way, it's killer. It's nothing to complain about. It's certainly doing the job, as you can see. There's no hiding what it's capable of. I think it could go 170, just to obviously give you a little bit more cushion up the front for pushing, but also to slacken out that head tube angle a little bit, just keep it a little more calm up front. But you know, 65.5, it's good enough, and it's a lot of fun. One bar left, it's a red bar, so I've done a fair bit of riding on this one battery. It's a 504 watt hour, I believe, and I'm just about to drop bullocks, and we'll probably finish on another twisted gum or twisted noodle. So it's going to be a little bit slick through here potentially. Oh, not too bad there. Yeah, I can maneuver it, change directions relatively well, so the back end's not too high. Compression at one left click actually feels quite good. I think it's given me that little bit of extra control at the back. It's not quite as abrupt, but I could go either way. I'm 5 clicks on that Marzocchi with a light compression tube, which I got done by cycling a while ago for my bike. I think those bombers are just over damped. I think a mid compression tune's a bit much for them. So this feels good. This feels excellent. Rebound's good. Fork's good. Fork's a little bit on the hands, but not bad. Not bad. This thing is killer. Alright, last one. Battery's on red. Bike feels good. Yeah, bike feels good with the coil. It's a good riding position. It's playful, easy to get around turns like that. Once you get used to the kind of throwing it around a bit, it's quite easy. Yeah, this thing slays. But 30% out back is not the go. If you're going to stick with the air shock, tune it to feel best at about 28%. So if you got the standard can, probably 3 or 4 tokens, or 3 to a Nardog plus either 1 or 2 more. Now if you got the Meg, I would suggest 2 negative bands, 2 positive tokens, or maybe even 3 negative bands. That is someone's pump. So if you lost the pump, it's halfway down the noodle. I love this bike. There's grip. I've got DHF double down, max grip, front and rear. And grip for days. If you wanted it to be a bit more efficient, you could probably run or definitely run a DHR2, max grip, DH casing. We got cush core front and back in here. And it's mint. I initially said that to my friend that I'd take the cush core out of the front just so the front's a bit more nimble, but nah, for the extra weight and the extra weight the bike's carrying and that you're actually hitting things with, I'd leave it in there for sure. It's no real detriment, and it's going to save you either front pinch flat or a broken rim or dented rim. So definitely leave the cush core front and rear. This is killer. I love it. That's it, battery's dead. Can still boost. I can still ride. But 1 bar, I wouldn't get another climb out, I'd say. So that's it, big mission. And have a look at it, screaming. It's so good. 22 PSI in the front, seems to be the go. 28 in the back. So 23 in the front's a little choppy, 21 in the front's a little sloppy. It feels mint.